Here is Immortal Moments for explanation. Friends, like videos and subscribes to our channel. Immortality Season 6 Episode 26 Explanation. So let's start our explanation. This time, the monk who worshipped the exquisite fairy worship, Fang Han, hides in it and secretly observes it. He listens to some of the strange anecdotes and has gained a lot of knowledge. It turned out that in the 9-day hurricane of the Xianhuang Big World, there are some planets in the space of thousands of miles away. There are also some powerful fairy martial art on the top. Although it is not as powerful as the fairy road, it also has the long-lived mysterious giant. Moreover, the headquarters of the 6 major chambers of the 6 League, Judingshuan and Tiandage, are also on the stars not far from the Zhuanhu underworld. And the 6 Daosan, Judingshuan, Heaven and Law, the 3 giants. They also live on a planet not far from the world of Xianhuang. One person rules one or dozens of planets. Means to overturn the rain and cover the sky. The magic weapon, the medicinal herbs, and the secret trading business are much larger than the Dashuan Empire. The 3 major chambers of commerce, the 6-way alliance, the Judingshuan, and the power of the Qiandao Pavilion are not in the 10 gates of the fairy tales. The 3 major chambers of commerce also gave Linglong Shenzhuan a life. It can be seen that the power of the exquisite Shenzhuan is not only famous in the world of Xianhuang, but also radiated to the extraterrestrial stars. However, it is more difficult to fly out of the 9-day hurricane layer of the Xianhuang world and then to the nearby planet. It is more difficult than to cross the ocean. Even if it is repaired by Fang Han, it must be forced to fly. Months, even years of hard work. Some people can enter the world of Xianhuang, which opens up a fixed space-time passage, just like the portal that forcibly opens up to the depths of the 5 elements of the universe. While listening to the secrets, the various monks negotiated and collected useful information. For example, XX found a snapdragon overseas, and then killed each other, who finally got the hand. For example, in a certain month of the year, which famous scattered repair, found the ancient ruins in a certain place, surrendered a treasure chest, the strength increased greatly. The information that was heard was sorted out in the mind, it has already flown under the Sumi mountain. Under the Mount Jinshan, I realized that the size of this mountain is like that of the world's sacred mountain, so that anyone, including the giants of Jindan, feels small and dusty. I am a tiny dust. Where are you signing up? Which monk is a monk? If you are not a VIP, please go to the Yingbin Island outside Jinshan. On the mountain, you will only receive VIPs. Just as he flew over the edge of the Shoujin mountain, Fang Han felt it. The golden light shrouded the golden mountain and could not be worn. This is the foundation of the exquisite and blessed land. Even the masters of the longevity and mystery can't break through. The outside is shrouded, called the Desu Mishanguang, which is indestructible and can be compared with the 5 emperors. Fang Han's current mana, although close to 100 million, can kill a few Jindan's young giants in an instant, but it's impossible to break through this big whiskey. However, when he flew to Jinshan, several female disciples appeared outside the Desu Mishen, and asked Fang Han. In the next feathers, the door is cold, and come to Linglong Shenzhuan to worship life. In this matter, Fang Han no longer hides his identity, otherwise he will not enter. You are the feathering door cold. Several female disciples heard Fang Han's self-reported name and his body was awkward. It seems that the feathers of Fang Hua are very shocking to their names. Yes, I am. How do you not believe? Fang Han took the power of reincarnation into the picture of Huang Quan, showing his true face. Sure enough. One of the female disciples quickly waved his hand and opened the king of the big whisker. He opened a small mouth and let Fang Han go in. After the square cold entered, several female disciples looked at him and his eyes continued to flow. It seems that he has a long flower on his face. However, Fang Han didn't care. Now many people know that they are killing Tai Jindan disciple, and they want to give Jindan to Linglong Shenzhuan to be a birthday rite, and the limelight is fierce. These female disciples, who are not highly cultivated, have not stepped into the mysterious secrets. In the realm of the flesh, they are about 9-fold and 10-fold, but they are full of magic bells. The vestment is a spiritual device, and the flying sword is a complete set. The bun on the top of the head, the necklace on the neck, the bracelet on the hand, and the ring on the finger are all artifacts. In the feathering gate, the disciple of the flesh can have a good spirit. And the female disciple of Linglong Fudi, actually the whole body, the flying sword is still complete. I saw the difference. The same is the 10 gates of the fairy road. The exquisite blessings are much richer than the feather gates. This kind of physical body is full of spirits, and the combat power is also very terrifying. Into the light of the big whiskey, fell to the Mimion mountain, Fang Han saw a wide road. All along the way are palaces, waterfalls, flowing springs, birds and flowers. Within the Sumi mountain, he could even feel a huge willingness to brew, and he did not know how much space was hidden inside, and how many souls were praying. The stars of the stars can support the souls, pray for willingness and temper the sacred stone, and the exquisite blessings can naturally. Fang Han is now in the 8 Buddhism, collecting 3.6 million devils and more than 300 demon kings praying. With the willingness to temper this pagoda, I hope that one day, I will be transformed into a real Tao, and I will seal my magical powers later. You are the Fang Han of the Feather Door. I just fell into the Myanmar mountain, watched the scenery, walked up the mountain, and suddenly a voice was conveyed. When Fang Han looked at it, he saw a blood-stained man, and also descended from the sky under the leadership of several exquisite and blessed female disciples. This **** person is actually Blood Dance Yang, ranking on the longevity list, ranking 6th. The first true disciple of the shadow of the shadows, the supernatural powers, the monks who changed their lives to the realm of the heavens, and even the strength above the evil spirits. Such a person, obviously a VIP, is eligible to enter the Sumi mountain. Blood friends, don't come innocent. You and the devil fight, I did see but did not finally be able to play, it is a pity. Fang Han hit a ha. What? I am fighting with the devil, you are watching next to me, I actually did not find you. Blood Wu Yang was shocked, then calmed down, his face showed a mysterious smile. It seems that this is all square. The yellow spring figure on your brother is wonderful. It is rumored that Huang Quantu has a law, called reincarnation, and once it is applied, changing the form and temperament is equivalent to reincarnation. You use this method? If there is no Huang Quan, you can't hide me. This is extremely conceited, but the master is good, the longevity secret is expected. Any time can be called the giants of the ages, there is nothing at all. Fang Han hearted, some grasped the character of Blood Dance Yang, the face became without any expression, yes? It is rumored that this time, Linglong Shenzhen will put 3 supernatural powers, Zuma ancient spirits, Das Humi Wang Quan, and the great Pudu Zen light to the talents who came to worship the life. Blood Dance Yang Dao Yu, the 3-door gods are gaining power, but I am also sure to get the 3-door supernatural powers. At that time, I must consult with the **** friends. Let me ask for advice. Blood Wu Yang hit a ha, I screaming, I remember, Fang Han, you are the supernatural 6, return to the realm, just refining the cost of life. The realm of the difference is too big, don't think you killed Tai the door of Jiao Shuani, Song Wei, can be able to cross the world. The 2, on the list of longevity alternates, opened in the 100. In front of the real master, soft with mud. 2 brothers, if you want to learn from each other, there will naturally be opportunities. But please don't do it now. Otherwise we can't do it. The above-mentioned sisters blame. I said that we didn't entertain 2 brothers, we can be miserable. A female disciple who is exquisite and blessed, heard Fang Han and Shui Wu Yang speak more and more gunpowder, and immediately and pitiful. They are the cultivation of the physical condition, and they are equal to the secular people. For the great masters of Fang Han and Shui Wu Yang, they naturally have no ability to stop, and they can only ask for soft words. I will naturally abide by the rules of exquisite blessings. Blood Wu Yang backed his hands, several sisters don't have to worry, this is my little point. He flicked his fingers and flew out more than a dozen brilliances in his sleeves. Each brilliance was wrapped in a magic weapon, or a knife, or a sword, or a bracelet, or a needle, or a bell. Ribbons, even pieces are the best treasures. More than 10 pieces of the next treasure. So flying to the hands of these female disciples. These treasures are occasionally obtained by me. Although it is a baby, but for me it is just a little gadget. Several sisters will take it for cultivation. I have erased the above stamp. You directly drop blood sacrifice can be done. Blood Wuyang smiled and said, although I am a disciple, but the same fellows can also refine the fairy tales. These treasures are all upright, no evil, and several sisters can rest assured. Use poker. Several female disciples whispered a little, although they were full of spirits, but there is no real treasure, baby. The treasure is much stronger than the spirit, and can be changed at will. Have one, protect your body against the enemy, and even compete with the master of the mysterious secret. These female disciples immediately received these treasures from their hands, and they sacrificed blood and sacrificed them. They immediately became very happy, and even some female disciples who were connected to Fang Han showed their envious eyes. How? Fang Han, rumors that you are also a big man in my monastic field. You can refine Yuan Ying Dan, but I see that you have cultivated a variety of magical powers, and the energy needed is enormous. I am afraid I am still stretched. But this time we are going to give life to Ling Long Xiantuan. Some small things still have to give. These teachers and sisters practice very hard. I think you can give them a magic weapon. Blood Wuyang seems to have to look at Fang Han's joke and open the door. Blood Dance Yang knows that Fang Hanxiu is still shallow. Even if he has got any adventures, he can't compete with his first true disciple of the Shadow of the Shadows, far from his own savings. Since it is now impossible to share the victory with Fang Han, it is good to drop his face in front of the female disciple in Linglong Fudi. Where do you know? Fang Han is not moving. Just listening to him quietly, waiting for him to finish, only shook his head. His eyes seemed to be a disciple of the princely family to see a country rich money nouveau riche in front of himself to show off wealth. Them flying swords, like autumn water, frost, dragon snakes, and twisted, showing a strong spirituality. There are also flying swords, murderers, a little swaying, white gen gold gas, splashing on all sides, people cannot be forced to look at. Some magic weapons, even to break free from the shackles of Fang Han, have to fly out. Top-grade treasure. At the sight of the exquisite foodie female disciples, all of them were shocked. Although they are all in the flesh, they have stayed in the gate for a long time. Under the eyes and ears, all of them are people who know the goods. Their eyes are poisonous, and they know each other. The magic weapon that Fang Han flew out, all of them are top-quality treasures, and the quality is strong. Even the 1, 2, 3, and 4 masters in the mysterious secrets may not be able to have them. Some even cultivated to the supernatural powers of the gods, the heavens and the human beings, become real people, and the one side, only barely able to get a top-quality treasure. The top-quality treasure, that is the real powerful baby. It is not a monk who can be possessed by the flesh. What the predecessor of the supernatural powers must dream of, how can a monk in the flesh be possessed? These treasures are just some small things. It's 10 times better than the blood dance Yangdao brother. I don't need it. Some sisters choose one each. Fang Han seems to be throwing a bandit. I did not care about it, so I received my own female disciple behind me to pick. Really, let us choose? This is the top quality treasure. The female disciple behind him looked at Fang Han and hardly believed in her own eyes. When Shui Wuyang gave the next treasure, they thought it was taken for granted. It is also reasonable to send the treasures. But Fang Han, directly sent to the treasure, they did not dare to accept. Of course, what I said before the cold, a word of judging, never regretted. Now these magic weapons for me, it is simply dust, you pick one. Fang Han waved. Yeah, Fang Han Dao said that you should pick one, and you will pick one. A voice came from a few women who walked down from the upper level of the Sumiyama mountain, and they were all graceful, and they were all supernatural. They are all treasures, showing a distinguished identity, and must be true disciples. Moreover, these women are not ordinary mysterious secrets, but they are actually real people who have cultivated into the 5-day world of Shentong. Win sister, Yu Shijie, Shan Shijie. Seeing the 3 women, the surrounding female disciples bowed their heads. It turned out that Fang Han had hundreds of pieces of top-quality weapons, and the powerful magic weapon fluctuated and shocked all around. Some masters are coming to watch. You take it, Fang Han Dao friends give it, it must be a good baby. Three women's wind sister, Yu Shijie, Shan Shijie, also showed a hint of envy. Yes. The female disciple who received the party after Fang Han immediately overjoyed and pointed to the magic weapon flying in the sky. I want this flying sword, the golden color, the dragon is carved on it. Go to some sinister places and hunt the monsters. That Dan furnace, not bad. Dan furnace of the top quality treasure, it is mine, no one should asterisk it. I want this Dan furnace. By then, you can come to me if you refine the medicine. I want the Dan furnace. I want a Dan furnace. Or, let's share this Dan furnace with a few people, and choose a good magic weapon. We made a fortune this time, actually took the treasure, let us choose. Some female disciples Judah, very excited. It's not that they are not excited, this kind of good thing, I am afraid that I will not be able to meet for 1,000 years. Even if it is a master of Jindan, it takes decades of hard work to refine a top-grade treasure. They are now doing it with little effort, and where is it unhappy? They pointed at the asterisk of the magic group, fancy their own heart, and pointed at the hand, the magic weapon automatically flew around the body. Between now, these female disciples have chosen their own magic weapon, one person. How? Blood dance Yang Dao friends? If you are interested, I don't mind if you choose one. Fang Han at this time, watching the blood dance Yang, this person's face has gradually become embarrassing. And some of the female disciples who received him behind him were envious. I want to pick a top-quality treasurer. After all, the top-quality treasures that Fang Han sent out were much stronger than the lower-quality treasures that Shui Wuyang had just sent out. 100 blood dance Yang may not be better than Fang Han. Hey! Good means, good means. Blood Wuyang did not think of Fang Han's big handwriting, and flew out hundreds of groups of top-quality treasures. Let these female disciples pick and put the top-quality treasures to the monks in the flesh, but even the giants of the ages feel extravagant behavior. Fang Han also did it. Fang Han Dao friends, you are not even coming out of your own family. The bottom of the family is coming out? Blood dancing Yang, you are too small to look at me. Fang Han took a trick, suddenly on his body, rushed out of the three swords, all purple, exudes a burst of imperial breath, like a king of the world the king. These three swords are obviously a set. The purple gas on the top constitutes three purple stars, like the purple star in the sky. These three flying swords are actually the best treasures. The three stars composed of the above purple gas are the fetuses of these three flying swords. Once they are brewed, they will become a true device. Ziwei Emperor Sword. Fang Han collects a set of flying swords among the 7 great kings and 46 pieces of the treasures. I don't know where the 7 gods came from. Flying swords of the treasures. Feng Shijie, Yu Shijie, Shan Shijie, 3 female disciples in the realm of the realm, this face was also shocked, feeling the majesty of these 3 swords, all eyes are envious. The 3 swords are set, and they are given to the 3 sisters. You are all 5-minded, the cultivation of the heavens and the human beings, and they are called real people. There is no treasure in the best. You can't say it now. When it is displayed, Jindan's young giants will have to retreat. Fang Han took a finger and 3 swords, flew to the 3 women. The 3 women quickly accepted, and even forgot to say kind words. Meet the best gift. This is simply is incredible. Everyone looked at Fang Han's face and almost saw a moving treasure house. The magic weapon that Fang Han got from the 7 kings of God finally came in handy. He robbed 7 of the 7 kings of the gods, 7,000 pieces of the next treasure, the middle quality treasure, 3,000 pieces, the top quality treasure, 1,000. The best treasure, 64. Wealth is so great that it can make anyone feel uncomfortable, and the ancient giants of longevity and secrets are not rich in his collection. Blood Dance Yang, you are the first true disciple of the Shadow of the Shadows, and you will be sent a little treasure when you meet the face. It is too stingy. Hey! The **** magic of the Tang dynasty is not the backcountry. Fang Han said, very bitter honest, Win Shamai, Yu Shamai, Shan Shamai, is a real-life master. When you meet for the first time, you can't take the treasures. Fang Han. You? Blood Wu Yang took a step forward and his face became more bloody. He also wanted to give some gifts to the 3 female disciples of the 5-day heaven, but Fang Han's shot was a 3-sword flying sword. He took any magic weapon and looked stingy and cold. Can't take it. It's always impossible to send a treasurer. For the superb, mysterious masters, the best treasures are very useful. Moreover, the Morzong is not good at the refining device. There are some magic weapons on his body. It is even more inappropriate to take out the ghosts and the sky. You brothers and sisters, you have thrown away the junk stuff that Blood Wu Yang gave you, and it's not a big deal. After throwing it away, you can pick me a piece of top quality, and look at which one, use the finger is, the baby will naturally fly. Fang Han did not care, even let some female disciples who just received the Blood Wu Yang gift, throw away the magic weapon to take him. This is the *** naked slap in the face. However, this is too much temptation for the disciple of the flesh, and a treasure of superiority, in the field of monasticism, can cause many vendettas of scattered martial art. Faced with Fang Han's naked slap in the face, Shui Wu Yang finally couldn't stand it anymore. His cultivation was the magic road, he did not hesitate the world, he mastered the Qingquan, and he was so insulted by others. If you have such wealth, then I will pick one. Between the talks, *** hand emerged from his body, grabbing hundreds of magic weapons that Fang Hanfei danced. In the face of Fang Han's ridicule, provocation, insulting words, as a master of magic, the 6th-ranked, Blood Dance Yang, on the list of longevity candidates finally couldn't stand it. However, he still remembers the rules of Linglong Xianzuan, and does not directly shoot the other side of the cold, but grabs hundreds of pieces of treasures that Fang Han released. This is also considered to be a side ball. Anyway, Fang Han just said that Shui Wu Yang can also take one. The Blood Dance Yang shot is not just taking one, but collecting it all, giving Fang Han a big embarrassment. Competing for financial resources, he lost the defeat and only recovered from the mana. As the shadow of the shadows, the first true disciple, the status is equivalent to Hua Qinju, noble and incomparable, under the longevity of the secret, one of the top strong. A half-step has become a giant and you must not lose this person. Hundreds of treasures here are dazzling, let me pick one. I have chosen badly for a while. I can only take it back, pick it slowly, wait for a decade and 8 years, pick out satisfaction. 1. You can go to my Blood Shadow Morzong Mountain Gate to find me, get back these baby. Blood Wu Yang's shot, while the voice is majestic, ******* sound wave, went straight to the cold, is the big demon soul magic, with his means to display it, the magical 5-day world of the master, must be directly shocked the soul is stunned and dying. His ***** hands are also a supernatural power that has been practicing for many years. It is called the Gorfine Big Handprint and the magical power of Huangquan Morzong. However, the Ghost Emperor's sorcerer's hand, but this big handprint is not as powerful because the Ghost Emperor cannot rank into the top 10 in the longevity candidate list. The ranking of the Ghost Emperor is only within 30. The big demon sound, the Gorfine Big Handprint. The two magical powers are displayed in the thunder and lightning, and they grab the hundreds of treasures in the air. Anyone who thinks that this 100 treasures will definitely change hands, although the Fang Han is powerful, the name is far and wide, but in the eyes of many people, there are still some gaps in the existence of the long-lived secrets of the first true biography of the sound-heavy world. Forcibly robbed? Look at my top-quality treasures. These little treasures are also worthy of your attention. Really a country, I have not seen the baby's goods. Do you dare to compete with me for the 3 magical powers of Linglong Xianzuan? Go home and eat 2 more milk and come back. In an instant, Fang Han's eyes were cold, and the whole person seemed to change a face, a temperament, a straight body, a support, and a direct punch, 3,000th of an instant. Hey! An unparalleled punch, directly killing the ***** magic handprint on the Blood Dance Yang. Suddenly, the raging blood is scattered by a boxing. Since Fang Han's cultivation of Jin Dan, 90 kinds of supernatural powers have completely suppressed the level of star evil. Even relying on the magic weapon, Huangquantu, and the 8 Buddhism can also compete with the super character of Yang Shui. Even the Van Gogh shadows can't kill him. Half an undead body. 5 Knowledge seas expanded by 1/3, although the explosive power is still close to 100 million horses, but the mana is much longer. With half an undead body, you can compete with Yang Shui and Fan Qing. Compete for the first position on the longevity list. After a boxing scatter of blood, Fang Han's body plunged high and directly doubled. It was full of 2 people, like a giant god, and every thunder was sprayed with a thunder which was faintly conveyed. Blowing the snails, hitting the sound of the drums, and even the ground and the wind rushing, it seems that there is a world in the body brewing. Hey! His body was in the blink of an eye, shaking for 100,000 times and then disappearing. Not good. Blood Wuyang is a master, top master, the first true disciple of the Blood Shadow Morzone. Ranking is still above the evil spirits of the stars, not knowing how many times in a battle, the heart and soul have long been thorough, in this case, immediately feel to a strong danger, almost the mind has not yet moved, the body has a natural reaction, the soul of the gods who have been practicing for many years. The Blood King ***** flew out, the body is densely bloody, ***** scales, one by one blood. Holes one after another. The ***** whirlpool can smash the special flying sword. Moreover, in his hand, there is a ***** Dan furnace, the size of his fist, like a human head. Eyes, nose, mouth, and 7 eyes are all lifelike. It seems to be a Dan furnace made by a hoe. This Shantu Dan furnace is actually a road. As long as there is someone in the eye, you can see that the material of this Shantu Dan furnace is actually the head of a long-lived secret master. This is the blood dance young, and occasionally in an expedition, I got the body of a fallen and long-lived mysterious giant, and then brought it back and made it into a magic weapon. Later, after many years of sacrifice, I made some merits and blood. Rewarding the Emperor of the Shadows, it took a lot of hard work, and made this ***** into a Dan furnace which turned into a powerful Dao called the blood-blowing furnace. He flew out of the life of the ***** of heaven and earth, the Blood King, and took out the blood furnace. The reaction was incredibly fast. This is a kind of magical knowledge that he cultivated. The magic door, stunned, is a special exercise response. Compared with the masters of the same realm, the response is twice as fast. However, it is still late. Fang Han suddenly appeared behind him, and he shot it out. This palm, the power cannot describe, is the Tianlong breath. Thousands of volcanoes erupt together. The scorching sun in the sky is bursting. The stars are falling. Hit the ground. In his palm of his hand, he can even see many distorted mana, forming an ancient, 100 million word, 1 person and 1 dragon, and 100 million. What is the concept of 100 million horses galloping? Only the ancient giants who have only a long-lived mystery can describe it. This force can pull the mountains and the sea. Faced with this palm, Shui Wuyang has a feeling of being punched and shattering the pillars of the heavens and the earth. The sky is darkened, and the infinite vitality collapses. At this moment, he showed his own means, the blood furnace, in his hand, between the 2 turns, resisted in Fang Han's fist. Boom! Fang Han shot on the Dan furnace. This Dan furnace suddenly smashed open, but the boundless power, all poured into the interior of the Dan furnace, smashing, only heard the big burst inside. This Dan furnace, but the lower grade, although it can catch the power of Fang Han, but it is damaged. Now Fang Han's blow can destroy the next quality device, unless it is a medium quality device, can resist his magic. Good. This kind of blow, your mana must be consumed very badly. Actually cracking my device. I want you to die? The **** furnace was shaken, although it was not completely destroyed, but to repair the recultivation, it takes a lot of hard work for the sake of the blood, and the blood dance is very painful. At this time, he angered from the heart to the evil side, and used his Blood King to order the **** of the gods, shrouded the Fang Han, while biting the tip of the tongue, squirting a blood containing thousands of symbols. He actually consumed the lifespan of his own armor, and displayed his blood and succumbed to increase the power of his life. The blood was sprayed on top of the blood god, and the power was doubled. The huge blood shadow is directly derived into the void, and the void is empty. It seems to be splitting. From the gap of the void, countless blood flows and spreads. Between the heavens and the earth, *******, clothes are everywhere. The world is full of blood, destroying the big thousand. The cold voice of the blood dance yang resounded. Not good, please inform the master. These two masters, the real anger, unless the long life secret of the ancient giant, no one can stop it. Some of the female disciples of the exquisite blessed land have long since retired. They have a mindful move, and they have to remove themselves from the sacred light of the mount. At the same time, the powerful must have light, suppressed, to avoid the aftermath of Fang Han and blood Wu Yang, hurt others. No need to stop. You spray more blood, not my opponent, even if the heart is sprayed out, it will not help. Fang Han's powerful thoughts, such as lightning, sweeping through the void, suddenly his whole body, in the blood shuttle through the sea of blood, 3 palms again. The first palm, oh! A stroke, the blood sea is separated. The next moment, the second palm, a roll. The ****** fog, all dissipated, seems to be in the void. There is a giant beast, swallowing the sea. Blood fog, blood sea, all dissipated, only ****** yang yang, ****** life god, surrounded by his body, is still urging magic. At the same time, Fang Han's third palm hit. It is still close to the 100 million spurs of the horse. The majestic mana directly put the blood dance Yang Tianchen law, the blood king ****** forced back into his body, followed by, is a bang. Fang Han flashed on the edge of the body of Shui Wu Yang, one palm lifted him to a large body, and the volley played floating, and the feathers fell to 1,000 feet. Boom! The body of Zhu Weiyang fell directly on a step of the Shoujin mountain. It was like a rotten meat pocket. The vestments on the body were damaged everywhere. The skin of the whole body was purple and green everywhere. It seems that a meal in the world is not given. After the money, he was beaten and beaten to the shackles of the ditch. This blood shadow Malzone, the first true disciple, only 4 palms were completely defeated by Fang Han. I have never only robbed someone else of the magic weapon, no one has snatched my magic weapon. Blood Dance Yang, you are the first one. Don't give you some lessons, let you know how powerful, everyone will come to grab my magic weapon, then what should I do? Fang Han stood on the spot and fell to the side of Zhu Weiyang, so that the other person's eyes could only see his toes. You are too weak, one is more than smoke, and Fan Qingying does not know how many times weaker. I can only pick me up. Standing next to the blood dance Yang, telling the other party that they can't even get their own 4 palms. At this moment, Fang Han really has a feeling of being the first person to overwhelm the world. Since absorbing the essence of all the life of the 7 great kings, the true ***** seed has been repaired into a half-immortal body, and he has truly become the first person in the mysterious secret. Even if it is a smoked water, this ancient water ***** Yuanling reincarnation, with the existence of the Bohai God Pearl, on the quality of the road, is not his opponent. Can beat the opponent? Although Zhu Weiyang ranks 6th in the longevity reserve list, how can it compare with Smoke 1? In the face of the outbreak of Fang Han's 100 million horses, it's good to be able to withstand the 4 palms. You must know that Fang Han is now fighting hard and can only hit 10 times. Each palm is a force that urges the life of the golden dragon, and then combines with the ****, and instantly flies and kills. Under the palm of one hand, Jin Dan Master will die. The power of the magical system of the 9 heavens and the earth is also seriously injured. Unless it is a magic weapon of the middle class, it can resist. Although Blood Dance Yang ranks above the evil spirits of the stars, it does not have a medium quality device. Because he is a magic sect, the magic sect is not good at refining the magic weapon. The device on his body is the product of the blood-blowing furnace, but it is unable to withstand the arrogance of Fang Han, and can only resolve some of the power. Seeing the masters of Blood Dance Yang, they were all beaten to death, lying on the steps like a dead dog. All the disciples of the exquisite blessings were shocked. Even the wind masters, Yushijie and Shanshijie, who are the three exquisite blessings, are stunned and can't believe their eyes. Don't it be this eternal cold is the eternal giant of the longevity secret? Otherwise, how could it be possible to make the blood dance yarn like this? How is it possible? Who is the blood dance yarn? The first true disciple of the blood shadow Morzone, half-step into the footsteps the existence of a long-lived mystery. 3 Jurchens, licking their own eyes. In their understanding, Fang Han and Shui Wuyang started to work at the most, and even Fang Han had to fall into the wind. After the 2 men fought for a while, the elders of the exquisite blessed land came to resolve. But I did not expect that the blood dance yarn worship so fast, so thorough, it is simply not a little back. Instantly defeated, the combat power of the 2 is not a level. However, only the giants who have stepped into the longevity secrets can completely defeat the blood dance, that is to say, the strength of Fang Han is now infinitely close to the giants of the ages. What is this concept? Bang! Just between Fang Han's speech, in the palace above, in a palace, a long-changing Chang Hong, traversing directly, and then a woman in front of Fang Han, wearing a simple robe, eyebrows such as the sword, giving people a compelling edge, so that Fang Han is afraid of it. Moreover, Fang Han can clearly feel that Tian Men, the head of the woman's head, seems to have opened a void passage, constantly absorbing the celestial spirit and absorbing himself, causing a huge cycle, which makes him break through the long-lived limit. This is the cultivation of the longevity secret. Van Ho Giant. The former Fang Han, who also faced the long-lived mysterious giant, has never felt so clear like this moment. He knows that he used to be shallow and could not feel the horror of the giants. Now he has improved a lot. However, it is more and more powerful to feel the longevity and secrets. Seeing the elders of the heavens. All the female disciples who were present at the exquisite blessings worshipped. This Taoist woman is actually an elder who is in charge of the criminal law, and her identity and feathering door, the elders of the heavens, the existence of the rank. The competent killer is extraordinary. Fang Han, I am the emperor of the exquisite land, the autumn drizzle. You and the blood dance young, but the fight for anger, don't fight anymore. I took the blood dance young, healed for him, can you have opinions? The female elder speaks directly. I didn't think about fighting with the blood dance, but he actually robbed me of the magic weapon. I can't bear it. I don't try to teach him. It seems that my feathering door is weak and deceivable. As for the elders to take away him, I have nothing to say, but it is also the right to exquisite and blessed land. As for the battle between me and the blood Wuyang, I am very embarrassed to disturb the elders. This compensation for districts is not a tribute. Fang Han waved with his hand, and a crystal card shot toward the celestial elder, Autumn Drizzle. The celestial elder, Autumn Drizzle, smiled slightly, and was about to issue a mana to force the crystal card to bounce past, refusing the nearly cold compensation. She is the great man of the longevity and does not care about some medicines and magic weapons. However, when she was about to refuse, her eyelids jumped and she saw a 100 million word on a crystal card that Fang Hanfei came over. It was a person and a dragon flying, and the flames fluttering inside, suddenly hesitated, no refused, picked up. Fang Han is too big, and it is directly sent to the past 100 million medicinal herbs. The ancient giants who have longevity and secrets cannot refuse the white delivery of 100 million medicinal herbs. This son, what is the collection? In the end, it is rich in oil, and it is a treasure of the best, even the best treasure. Give me 100 million medicinal herbs. It's too scary, even I am afraid I don't have this. I have a lot of wealth, and the strength of this son is terrible. The means of defeating the blood and dancing yang has been infinitely close to the longevity secret, and the strength of 100 million horses is even more powerful. He has not shown Huang Quantu. I don't know how the door of the nose of Huang Quantu, the bridge of the bridge, how powerful the reincarnation is. After the elders received the crystal card of 100 million medicinal drugs, it was not good to say how much. This time she flew down, originally wanted to press the arrogance of Fang Han, but it was smashed by 100 million medicinal herbs. Naturally, do not export heavy words. The so-called is the shortest to eat, the soft hand. But immediately, It turned into a close-up, and it was really not in line with the identity of the long-lived mysterious giant. Moreover, she found that Fang Han's strength, she did not necessarily get rid of her own hands. Even if she can get the upper hand, she can't completely suppress her. Unless it is the use of strong treasures, or the power of this must-have mountain, but it is too price. After all, Fang Han is also coming to her show, and it is the object that Linglong Shinzuan attaches to. Because of this, for a while, she was not good at speaking, but she was stuck here. Fang Ming, such a savvy figure, a turn of the eye, has already seen the shackles of the old autumn drizzle on this day. Where will he let this squat continue, and the hand will be lifted, and a pure fairy scent will be poured into the blood dance yarn. In the body, he stabilized the injury in his body, and then took out a crystal ball, which sealed a yellow water wave, exudes a burst of emotion. It is the love of water. Just this billion medicinal drugs, just compensation. Meet the elders of the day, have to send a little to meet, but the elders are the giants of the ages. It is estimated that there is no lack of magic. I only have to send something useful. This is a forgotten water. You can wash your own love, forget the emotions, and blend with the heavens, and temporarily bring people to the realm of heaven and earth. This is very helpful for the elders to become immortal. I hope the elders do not dislike. Fang Han once again took out his own killer, so that the giants could not refuse. What? Forget the water? Autumn Drizzle was once again taken aback, and now she wants to refuse it. This kind of forgetfulness does have a major effect on her cultivation of immortality. She is the first secret of the longevity and the longevity. Breaking through the second undead body has already hit the millennium. If you break through, you will have a lot of confidence in the world and in some dangerous places. After taking over the water, she also felt embarrassed and thought for a long time, Fang Han, what do you want me to do? Or do you want me to point out the practice? Now there are some hours from the 4,000 years of life. It's not as good as going to my heavenly palace to sit down. I have something to talk to you. The invitation of the elders is fine, and the younger generations are honored. Fang Han quickly borrowed from the slopes and was able to make good relations with the master of autumn drizzle. 100 million medicinal herbs, forgetting the water is absolutely valuable. Between the words, the autumn drizzle also sent out a light of God, illuminating the body of the blood dance yarn. This brilliance is like a rain, and gradually sees the recovery of the blood and the yarn, and the repair of the body and bones. There is no magical power, and the medical treatment is suffocating. The long-awaited exquisite and blessed land has this magical power. Today, when I look at it, it is really different, and Fang Han's heart is secret. In his nose, he smelled the taste of at least 100,000 kinds of elixir. This magical power, to collect between the heavens and the earth, hundreds of thousands of elixir that can be brought back to life, tempering suffocating. Extremely difficult to practice, but after refining, you can treat most of the injuries. Blood dance yarn, you and Fang Han battle lost a trick, but this is just a private fight, careless. Then the next exquisitely teaches the life of Shinzuan, and then fight with him. Seeing the blood dance yarn jumped up, the autumn rainy road. Fang Han, you wait. Qingshan does not change, the green water flows, and one day, I will cultivate to the longevity secret, and will recover the shame of today. At this moment, where there is still a face in the blood Wuyang, but he is a magic road after all, his heart is hot and his face is extremely thick. Understand the way of survival. I wouldn't be ashamed to commit suicide. I just put down a swearing word and turned it into a ****** light. I projected it out and disappeared in a blink of an eye. Go to my day to sit in the penalty palace, let's go. Heavenly penalty elders and fine women do not care. The body first flew up, let Fang Han follow behind, and invested in a palace in the top of the mountain. Fang Han's departure, many powerful gods, also received back. For a time, on this Mei King mountain, many powerful people have been talking about it. We must know that the lightning-like confrontation between Fang Han and Shui Wuyang has already alarmed many powerful existences. This is the Fang Han of the Feather Door? Is it so strong? Brother, do you see that his strength is not? Blood Wuyang and other characters have been defeated. Can't believe it. This sun is unfathomable. Fang Han, this son, Jin Dan, actually refines into 90 kinds of magical powers, and fellow initiates, dragons and people. You see clearly, there is a big phagocytosis in his golden Dan, which can be swallowed. Every attack is not good, and I don't know how it is made. Big phagocytosis is one of the highest powers of the magic road. Even if it is a master of the demon level, it takes a lot of energy to be able to cultivate, and with his cultivation, how could it be possible in just a few years? Between the half mountain of the Mount Jinshan mountain, within a welcome living room, several Taoists also noticed the battle between Fang Han and Shui Wuyang. These few people, all of them are strong, not the power of the supernatural powers, but the great giants who have stepped into the longevity. On the side of the vertical and horizontal, cultivated as a tall figure. Obviously, it is also for Ling Long Shentuan to come to worship. However, the people who can enter the Shoujin mountain are all VIPs. If they are not strong, they will not enter. The big phagocytosis is indeed a supreme magical power, and the devil is high-spirited. It is extremely difficult to refine it. But there is a secret rumor that it is to depict the engulfing magic array on the you can make it. And the power is bigger than the one you practiced. Obviously this is the big phagocytosis that has been obtained by the Peng Peng giant egg. Then it is no wonder that it will be so powerful. A monk who is known as the Dragon Road Man listens to his talks and sees a lot of people. This Dragon Road Man, around the body, faintly has a faint golden suffocation, condensed into a dragon shape. This may be the reason for his name. This person is actually a giant. Otherwise, it is impossible to see that among the golden dragons of Fang Han, there are 90 kinds of magical powers. Wooden people, although the phagocytosis is powerful, it is not the most important. Have you seen his flesh knot? He just defeated the blood and danced young, but with his own mana, he spurred the 9 kinds of supernatural Jindan, with the flesh as the body. Magic weapon, direct killing. This kind of high-speed movement, no matter what powerful flesh will collapse, even if it is a magic weapon of the best treasure level, it will collapse. His body is so powerful that it has already been repaired into an immortal body. Otherwise, if you can't afford such a high-speed move. The Longdao people spoke to a Taoist around them. A Taoist beside him, like a piece of wood, ancient ***** wood. It is also a giant, and it is still a demon. These two Taoist, Longdao, and Taoist, not ordinary people. But outside the world of Xianhuang, a star is called the Master of Dragon Jupiter. Dominating a star, although they are the first heavenly life characters in the longevity secret, they have not been cultivated into an undead body. But since it is a giant of the ages, it is enough to rule a star, and it is open to the public. I saw it early, the body of this child is tyrannical. The wooden man opened his mouth and his voice was hoarse. He was not a human being, but a rare eucalyptus cultivated into a demon, and then became a giant of the ancient step by step. 8,000 years of age. However, this child has a taste that is extremely attractive to me. If I can let my suffocation into his body, the investigation can be inspected. He has a magic weapon that is very important to me. I got this magic weapon, my repair will advance by leaps and bounds. What magic weapon can actually make you cultivate for rapid advancement? Is it a wood sacred object? Or is he practicing the Qing Emperor Wang Huanggong? Longdao people asked quickly and strangely. For the time being, I still don't know, but this child is fatal to me. The wooden man's eyes flashed a faint light. Fang Han has a tree of the world. For his wood monsters, the benefits are self-evident. After waiting for the birthday, look for this one. Longdao people, this method, aha. Smiled, I see this, the treasure is rich, and throw away at random, not at all distressed, wait for a chance, I also want to go 1 or 2. In our capacity, he should be too late. Of course. A few people smiled softly. Among this group of people, although they are not the ancient giants of the long-lived mystery, they are all famous figures. When they hear the 2 masters of Dragon Jupiter, they also think that Fang Han is a big man, and he wants to fish on him. Benefit. Magic handsome, the coldness that you said in your mouth, really powerful. His strength is simply enough to be the first person on the list of longevity candidates, and Van Gogh is competing for the competition. He is sure to win the top spot and get the inheritance of the 3 supreme masters. It seems that you and I have no hope. In another Yingbin Xianting, several teenagers sat together. One of them is the devil handsome. At this time, talking to the devil is a teenager dressed in animal skin. The boy's nose is covered with a nose ring, a white circle on his arm, and a barbarian who is alive, but the face is beautiful. Naturally there is an ancient charm, and the cultivation is also extremely high. This is also the son of a demon emperor, the devil's wild devil, the son of the wild emperor. The wild emperor, one of the 7 great emperors, commanding the wild demon, the beautiful world of the sacred yellow. There are countless ancient witchcraft among the sects, able to kill people by the air, borrowing the object form, substitute for a ghost, such as taking a chicken. Write the enemy's birth is 8 characters, and then the chicken head is smashed by the dowel, and the enemy's head will fall. For example, with the enemy's hair, bandaging a paper person, using magical witchcraft, acupuncture paper people every day, the enemy will also feel the pain is very incomparable. Life is not wanting to die. This kind of witchcraft, which is unpredictable, is from the wild demon. Among the Morzong sects, Huangquan Morzong, the most powerful, claimed to be in charge of the cycle of life and death between heaven and earth. The congenital Morzong is directed at the origin of the avenue, and is similar to the fairy tales. The eternal demon sect, known as the sultry, the blood shadow Morzong, is cruel. The red dust magic sect is ***. The ghosts and gods are illusory, and all of the martial art are heterogeneous ghosts. The wilderness of the Morzong is the most mysterious. The ancient witchcraft that was directly passed down. The son of the wild lord, at this time came to worship. This son is also a master, has long been built into a magic door Jindan, through the fire and robbery, concise the world of law. In the field of monasticism, there is also a nickname called Little Man. However, it is not comparable to the 6th-ranked figure on the long-lived alternate list of Blood Dance Yang. When I saw Fang Han's defeat of Shui Wuyang, I knew that there was no hope of getting the favor of Linglong Shenzhen and the inheritance of the 3 supreme masters. Don't it be that the inheritance of the 3 great supernatural powers will not be able to get square cold? We have to think of a way. A burst of silver bell sounds, but it is a woman, powdery sleeves. The fiber demon seems to be just enough to hold a grip, and there is an infinite charm between the gestures. Red girl, your body is full of magical powers. It is more and more fascinating. It is the first one of the Red Dust Emperor. Hearing this woman's speech, the son of the wild emperor, Xiao Manjun praised. The little girl is only ranked 15th on the list of longevity candidates. Even the top 10 can't enter. This woman named Red Child said, if you get the inheritance of the 3 supernatural powers of Linglong Shenzhen this time, it is really possible to enter the top 10, and then take a crucial step. Among the 3 great supernatural powers, there is a great Gudu Zen light, which is a Buddhist monk, which is exactly complementary to my magic door. It can make our hearts undisturbed by the real magic, and the chance to step into the longevity secret can be 10 times larger. This is natural. The ancient ancestors of Zuma are also the towns and gods of the Zuma gods outside the country. It seems that this time, the exquisite Shenzhen was a guest at Zuma, and he won the battle with Zuma. We have to come up with a way to come. Devil, what do you think of this? I don't have any opinions, just Fang Han. This is a scheming eyeball turn. It is 1,000 tricks. You have to be careful. In this pavilion, it is actually a small giant gathering of the magic door. At the same time, among the other pavilions, there are also many masters of immortality at the party. One of them is actually the first true disciple of the group of stars, ranking 7th on the longevity list, second only to the ****** Yang. Although he owns a Chinese-style device, and Zhu Wuyang has only one type of lowering device, but the blood of Wuyang is more refined than him, and the law of heaven and earth is quite powerful. So the ranking is above him. If the two want to fight, the outcome is between 5 and 5. Stars and evil spirits, that Fang Han is so powerful, it is beyond my imagination, even more powerful. He defeated the Blood Wuyang, even a magic weapon is not used, Huang Quantu, the king of Blood Night. One if it is not used, If he uses these two magic weapons, how powerful will it be? Countering the giants. Among the pavilions, the gatherings are all in the Immortals. Speaking to the evil spirits is a man who bears a sword and repairs his eyebrows. The man is always savvy, and there is a smashing emptiness, pointing to the heart and proving the taste of longevity. This is the Tongtian sword school, the first true disciple, Jiao Fei. On the longevity list, ranked 5th. After practicing the millennium, I was arrogant in the air, and I really called it Tongtian. However, at this time, he was very jealous of the means that Fanghan ghosts could not measure. Ian Fanghan handed over the hand, and with the help of the power of the stars, it is not his opponent. Now it seems that he is more powerful than before. I think that even the long-lived mysterious giants are hard to clean up. This climate has been completed, no one can contain it. Star Evil Spirit shook his head. You are not his opponent by the power of the stars in the door. The cultivation of this son is really terrible. But I recently got a good sword, but I want to fight with him. This time, I'm so sacred, actually choosing the best among us, teaching the 3 great supernatural powers. The conditions are too rich and I have to fight hard to die. Jiao Fei thought for a while, faint. This video is end here. Like the video and subscribe to my channel.